Hey you guys, this is Jess with Sourceful Journey back with another video. So with this video today, I want to focus on the topic of how your thoughts and words are powerful, how one should choose them wisely. Because again, thoughts become things. And truly that's where it all starts. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and just jump right in. Some of us may have been used to hearing the phrase that the power of the tongue is evil. I really do find that to be a very telling statement. It's true, but it is truly all about perception. And it really does also fall on what one thinks in terms of their thoughts and what's expelled from their mouth. So it all goes back on the individual. You are the one who narrates it, who has the control in what takes place in your day-to-day in terms of your own actions, your thoughts as well. So we think about the notion of claiming it and receiving it. Think about it in terms of more of a positive approach. What do you claim to receive? What would you like to receive? Putting a twist on it. Let's say, using myself as an example, a little bit over a year ago, I was in a different predicament as far as my living space. Now, in reference to where I live now, it's completely beyond what I would have expected. Because initially when I started this process, I guess you could say, writing out what my dreams were in terms of my living space, I wrote it out with the intent of like, wow, maybe one day, I didn't really think too much of it. I knew it was something I was very passionate about and would love to live in, but I didn't put too much thought into it. Like I kept thinking like, oh, maybe someday, who knows? But I did it with good intention. I did it with a sense of hope, of prayer, and knowing that, okay, God is the Almighty, and if it comes to pass, I can't do nothing but give him credit for it. Not realizing that in doing that alongside, still going out in that world out there and, trying to live in such a positive light, trying to, because again, we're human. Let's be honest about that. You're never going to be one that could walk in just nothing but love and light each day. We have our slip ups, but at the same time, to go out with pure intention, with heart, I think that is what helps as well. And when God truly sees that you're just trying to get through this thing called life, he rewards you. And I think of this as a bit of a reward. I still can't believe it sometimes, even when walking into my space and knowing where I'm located, which I wanted to have my space near the water. The environment is just mind blowing to me. I still can't believe wow, I'm actually here. It's truly a blessing. And again, knowing what I know now, I can't do nothing but give God all the praise for it. Just knowing that, without him, none of this would have been possible. Same can be said also in terms of my current position outside of YouTube. Again, being able to start my own business. I actually say that I am a business owner. I still can't wrap my mind around that. It's mind-boggling to me, in a good way, of course. It's like now it's, of course, official and it's here, but it's just like, wow, that was only God that made that happen. And also being able to work in my current job within a corporate space, which I've always been in the corporate space ever since I finished up my degree studies. I've always been in corporate, but to be working for an entity that I look up to in a high light, that I actually wrote out in terms of my vision board, that I would love to work for this establishment someday just because of its history and who it's aligned with. My God. And the fact that I spoke about it with another young lady, and I mentioned this in another video on my page here. I shared this with her. I said, I would love to actually be able to work for that establishment. It's something about it. not realizing me speaking it and feeling that way with heart about it. And again, all while making sure I do my part in terms of my everyday existence as far as trying to be one that's living with a sense of purity, a sense of just living pious, to put it plainly. Not realizing that I was actually setting up the framework for that to become a reality going forward. I kid you not, you guys, a year later, that was when I ended up getting the job with the current company I'm with now. I still can't believe it. And for a while, to be walking past this particular location, this particular building, and I'm thinking like, that'll be pretty amazing. And I never saw it coming, actually. I really did not. In other words, we have to be very conscientious about our thoughts and our words, because those two outlets can bring forth things that one may or may not want. You know, it may seem like something that's so minor, but when you think about the results you can gain from it, it's so powerful. So just choose wisely. Choose wisely in the sense of, you know, what type of words you use in terms of things you speak into existence. Choose wisely in terms of your thoughts as well. Meaning, like, if you feel like your mind is drifting in some form or another to a dark space, a not so great space, find ways to divert it and bring it back. It's just that simple. It's truly all about conditioning. Once one learns to implement it, it'll become second nature. And things in your life will start to turn around for the better. I noticed from my end, once I actually started doing that, I did notice the shift. And that's when I started to make it a key focus to apply that to my everyday existence. And the more I did it, the more things began to change for the better. What are you guys' thoughts about that? When it comes to just really being careful with your thoughts and your words, do you feel that there's some truth behind it, that thoughts do become things? Do you feel that there's some truth that you could be speaking things into your existence, both good and bad, just depending on what is said at that point in time? Share your thoughts in the comment section below, or send me your thoughts on my other platforms. Again, I do respond to messages on Instagram, Snapchat, email, as well as TikTok. So I do get those messages over there as well. As some of you have noticed, yes, I do respond back. I do not leave you on red. So definitely keep that coming. And yeah, in the meantime, as always, I'm definitely seeing you guys with love and light, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, and one more thing, consultations are still open, so definitely take advantage of that if it is something that is of interest to you. So yeah, in that case, I will speak to you guys soon in the next video. Be blessed.